In a shock turn of events, Celtic are now being linked with former player Odsonne Edouard. We will of course discuss all the details of this in today's video. Not only that, we will also go over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Adam Idah has told Brendan Rodgers he wants to be Celtic's main striker this season and he's aiming to hit 30 goals. The Irishman scored 20 times last season, even though he was mostly coming off the bench. Rodgers is on the lookout for more firepower after Kyogo moved on in January. Idah believes he can be the man to take on that job full-time. The 24-year-old showed flashes of real quality last season, using his power, pace and eye for goal to make a strong impact. Now he's pushing to become a regular starter, not just an option off the bench. Pre-season is already in full swing and Idah isn't wasting time. He reckons more minutes on the pitch will lead to more goals. He said this, "Yeah, 100%, I said it last season, though the more minutes I play, the more goals I'm going to score, and it's a fact. I scored 20 goals with the minutes I've played, which is really good. So I'm sure the more minutes I play, I'll score more goals, and I'm confident enough in myself that I can get to that. It's only a benchmark, so hopefully I can do it next season," Idah concluded. Rodgers knows he needs more goal threats for the new season, and Idah's strong words won't hurt his chances of a bigger role. With a full pre-season to prepare and his move now permanent, the former Norwich striker has a solid base to build on. Idah's confidence isn't just talk. 20 goals without a regular starting spot shows what he can do. If he stays fit and gets a proper run in the team, there's no reason he can't hit his 30-goal target. Celtic may still bring in another forward before the window shuts. But Idah is making his case clear. Rodgers might already have his man. With the league campaign just weeks away and Europe on the horizon, all eyes will be on who leads the line. Idah's hunger to take that spot could be one of the big talking points. Now for the main story, as Crystal Palace have reportedly made Odsonne Edouard available for transfer this summer, with Celtic believed to be monitoring the situation closely. The report comes from journalist Sébastien Vidal, who claims the Premier League side are now open to offers for the former Hoops striker. Edouard left Celtic in 2021 to join Palace in a deal worth around £14 million, having established himself as a fan favourite during a prolific spell in Glasgow. Under Brendan Rodgers, the Frenchman hit top form, playing a central role in the club's domestic dominance and winning multiple trophies. His departure marked one of the most expensive sales in Celtic's history. Since moving south, Edouard has found life in the Premier League less productive. His goal return has been modest, and a recent loan to Leicester City failed to reignite his form. With Palace reshaping their squad, the 27-year-old is among those expected to move on. Sébastien Vidal's report suggests interest from several clubs, with Celtic among those keeping tabs. Brendan Rodgers, now back at the helm, is known to value Edouard highly, having overseen his rise during their previous spell together. That familiarity could prove significant if Celtic decide to test Palace's resolve. Celtic's interest comes at a time when the club are in need of reinforcements up front following the departure of Kyogo to Rennes in January. Rodgers is expected to bring in at least one striker before the new season begins, and a player of Edouard's pedigree with proven success at Celtic Park could appeal strongly. Edouard's familiarity with the club, Rodgers' system and the Scottish game makes him an interesting option. A return to Parkhead may seem unlikely on paper, but if all parties are willing to compromise, Celtic could be in line to re-sign a striker who once lit up the league and led the line with real authority. In other news, Adam Idah has welcomed the growing competition in Celtic's front line, with Shin Yamada expected to join the Hoops over the next week. The Irish striker, who joined Celtic permanently last summer, spoke about how things have changed up front after Kyogo left for Rennes and Nicholas Kuhn moved to Como. Kyogo's move to Rennes in January brought an end to his prolific time at Celtic, while Kuhn's spell was short-lived before his switch to Como. With both players gone, Brendan Rodgers is now reshaping his forward line, and the expected arrival of Japanese striker Shin Yamada shows he's keen to add more quality up front. Idah, who faced plenty of criticism last season despite hitting 20 goals, says he's not bothered by the extra competition and believes it can only benefit Celtic going forward. He said this, "Look, the manager's obviously right. We've lost two big players that have contributed loads to the squad, so hopefully we can bring in some others that can help us out. Last season we had Dazen obviously doing well and myself scored, so we all did our part. The guys have left now, so hopefully we can bring some guys in now and go again next season. I don't think anyone's going to go into a club where there's no other players in their position, so it's something I'm obviously used to. At the end of the day, we're a team and we want to win games, win competitions and trophies, and we need the best players we can to do that. So I think regardless who we sign, I think the whole team will be happy for it and they'll add a really positive quality to the team, Ida concluded. Yamada's move from Japan is expected to give Rodgers more options up front. The 25-year-old is seen as a sharp, intelligent striker who can play through the middle or off the shoulder. His arrival would raise the competition for places even more, with Celtic facing a packed schedule at home and in Europe. Ida's attitude shows a growing confidence in his place at the club. With Dazen Maeda still offering relentless energy on the wing and Yamada possibly joining the fight, Rodgers looks set to have more variety in attack. Celtic's forward line was stretched at times last season. With some key players now gone and others coming in, Rodgers will be looking to strike the right mix, and Ida is making it clear he's ready to step up. Lastly, this morning, Celtic officially revealed their highly anticipated away kit for the upcoming 2025 to 2026 season. The kit was previously leaked a few months ago, which has now turned out to be genuine. It features a bold black base with green accents. Images were circulating the internet for months featuring Jota. The strip offers a sharp contrast to both the traditional hoops and the controversial third kit, which left some unimpressed. This will complete the boys' kit lineup for the new season, following the early release of the home kit and a recent third strip launch that received mixed reactions from supporters. Fans who have followed the kit cycle closely will already be familiar with the likely design. The shirt shares the same iconic template as the Adidas Team Jayst shirts released in 2006, ahead of the World Cup in Germany. Countries including Germany, Argentina, Spain, France and Japan wore these aesthetic strips. The same template was brought in for clubs such as Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Bayern Munich and Benfica. The new away shirt is also similar to the Team Jayst training shirt released in 2021 for multiple clubs including Celtic. Celtic's collaboration with Adidas has yielded a flurry of merchandise this summer, with training kits, limited edition drops, pre-match tops, and even branded trainers hitting the shelves in quick succession. While the brand activity has kept the club store buzzing, it's left some fans feeling saturated, especially given the lack of new faces in the squad to model all the new gear. With pre-season already underway and the Champions League playoffs looming, supporters are desperate to see progress on the recruitment front. Instead, they've been inundated with apparel launches while the transfer front remains relatively quiet. Still, a sharp new away kit could help turn attention back to the pitch, at least momentarily. The black and green combination, and the leaks were accurate, could be one of the more eye-catching efforts in recent years and may get the nod from supporters keen for something fresh. This morning's launch is expected to come with the usual fanfare across Celtic's social channels, and the club shop will likely be quick to push the kit for pre-order or immediate sale. But as the new season edges closer, there's a growing sense that shirt launches alone won't satisfy a support waiting on real movement in the market. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel for more Celtic content.